What up, market participants and YouTube viewers, day traders, and all of the alike? We are back to another episode of Will of the Market. Entry bars not strong enough. All right, let's review the day trades from 7:10. So as you can see here with the results, let me move this over a little bit. We have AMD, ARM, Meta, Qualcomm. I don't know, I was about to say Qualcomm or whatever, and SPY, right? So, $32 profit. I mean, my first two trades were, I had the AMD on board, and then I took a Meta hit, and I was up $105 in like the first, 20 minutes of the day, $105. I could have walked away. That would have swung a 50%, hit one, lost one. But nonetheless, look at these stats. It's $32 up with a 33% win rate, right? So, two out of 6 trades hit. So it's the power of when one of them hits, the power of riding the trend and or being very smart as you go through the trade. So still sticking with the each position, I want to be roughly 5% of the or 20% of the portfolio. So that roughly comes to 346. So let's see how well I stuck to that goal on the winning and losing trades. So first loss, always going to start with the losers. Meta. I took Meta right off the jump at 8 seconds before the first 2-minute bar closed. This was not a good candle. This candle right here does not represent the bulls in full control. They are halfway in control. Bulls are halfway in control, not in full control. So technically this shouldn't have been a play, but I went for it. Why did I go for it? Because this is yesterday's data. And we're clearly above yesterday's data, closing. This candle closed above yesterday's data. But if this candle, I guarantee you right now, if this candle was a full control candle, there would have been no reason for more upside pressure, right? But it wasn't a full candle. Got rejected here, and then boom, got rejected here. My reason for entry was this candle gets violated. Orange arrow represents when I was out. Took a $52 loss, right? So my position size was decent, right? I was at 200 for the position size. Pretty good, because then if I would have been correct on this move, I could have added another contract and gotten that 300 sweet spot for my position size, getting me a good win on one play. So that was good. Trigger was stopped. Entry was okay, not full control, and the 5-minute chart would have saved me. The 5-minute bar, I believe, ends like that. It literally gets rejected all the way up and gives me this tweezer, or this downward hammer or whatever. So maybe I should just go to the 5-minute chart instead of playing the constant 2-minute chart. So that was that first trade. Second trade, Qualcomm, and I went short. So I went shorted again, and I lost again. Qualcomm's been looking weak to me, but it just doesn't want to break down. I think once we finally get a market breakdown, I think Qualcomm will be the ones to experience a nice pullback. So I am trying to catch it, but I constantly keep having all these little knife cuts. So this was my reason for entry, this red bar here. Terrible reason for entry. This red bar is no bigger than this red bar, and it failed. No continuation. This red bar failed. No continuation. These two red bars failed. No continuation. So I for some reason I thought this one was going to be the one, and it wasn't. This bar didn't even clear. Maybe if it came all the way down to here, if it looked that big, maybe that would have been a better play. Maybe if it came all the way down to here, then that would have definitely been a better play. But it didn't. It just stopped right here. I jumped in. Let me see when I jumped in. I jumped in basically with 23 seconds left to finish, so I would say that's a solid jump in. But the candle was not a good buy sign. It was not a good buy sign. Literally rips my face off in the next candle. I should have been out in the next candle, but it takes a minute and I get out in this candle. So lost there. Position size was decent. It was a little bit on the higher side, right? Adding would have been kind of tough. So honestly, with how this was shaping up, I shouldn't have gone in with this much money. This should have been an easy lower $200 play as opposed to starting off with the 300. I could have reduced the amount of money I lost here by being less aggressive because the chart wasn't really aggressive. And I did kind of see this first downward move here, right? So this first downward move here from all the way up here. And then I kind of want to cut it in 3 pieces. So it's like, oh, we're still in this quadrant. The best short would have been obviously here and here, but they barely gave you any follow through into this last quadrant. So Qualcomm was teetering for me and it just didn't play out as I wanted it to. And it looks like the 5-minute chart again would have saved me because, yep, I remember exactly what this bar was. This 5-minute bar was this. Exact opposite of what I wanted to see. So another trade that says, hey, maybe you should go to the 5-minute chart. All right, let's see. SPY. This one I remember. This one I was kind of disappointed with myself. I jump in here on this yellow arrow right here in this bar. My stop's up here above the big bar. Rode it down to here. This is where I should have taken my... I remember this bar coming in and it came in with this volume and I was like... And it happened so fast, right? This bar literally, it was like hovering down here and then like in the last like 30 seconds of this candle, it just shoots up like a savage. And I was like, whoa, what just happened? And I saw the volume and I was like, oh God, this is the reversal. Boom, starts coming back up, pulls back. I get myself out, take the $10 hit because lo and behold, the market literally rips its face off after this bottom tweezer right here. And I saw it coming. I was there. I was in this play. Didn't switch long here. I actually didn't have any funds, I don't believe, because I made one more trade on another play. But I'm glad I saw the sign and I didn't lose more money than I needed to. The opportunistic, the best time to have entered this would have been on this red bar. And this red bar was a clear indicator. Big red elephant bar clearing from 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, 4 candle, 5 candles, 6 candles, 7 candles. It's knocking out 7 candles, this bar right here. If I would have entered in short here, then easily this would have been my first 20%. And then this maybe would have been like a nice 50% contract there. Would have been a very, very solid play. Which now that I'm looking at it, this would be leg 1, leg 2, leg 3. So it did give you 3 legs from here. Yeah, so that was definitely my time to get out. I was only at 18%. Should have took the 18%. Don't know exactly why not, but I mean, it is what it is. The position size was good, 240. Could have definitely added another contract. I was hoping to. I was hesitant to add here. If I would have added here, then this 18% would have just looked better. Which, had I done that, it would have just looked better. So maybe I should have added there. I just don't like going downtrend when we have all the market pushing up. I don't like going against the trend. You just have to be quicker. So usually pretty hesitant to adding to down to the opposite trend direction, whatever it may be. Let's go to the, I think the first. All right, so this was one of my first. It wasn't my first win, just the smaller of the win. I don't know why I'm starting with this one, but this one was a great setup. The better entry would have been this bar. I mean, this bar would have also triggered an entry around the 80 MA. But I went in on this bar, which was better, which is just as good because it's clearing this data right here. So we're getting up there. I hit in there, stop was there. It goes up here. I mean, I never got to any type of 20%. This was like 5% or a 7%, and then this was like 8%, and then I was just noticing how weak it was getting. So I just took this and then got out there. It was arm wasn't looking clean or good or at all, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna trade it. Gonna go to the next one. So that's kind of how I felt exactly with this. I mean, it looked good. It looked strong. That's why I got in with 2 contracts at such a high price. But at the 169, I mean, it was big, but it just wasn't worth it. I just didn't get any push, nothing. And since it was a bigger position, I also didn't want to delete. Like, I didn't want it to go against me and lose money, so I just cut it. Here is my best trade of the day. Poorly executed. I don't know why I jumped in this so fast. My first entry was here. No sign of green going up. Why would I get into a call? Here, I got into this one. When did I get in this one? Oh yeah. This one was up here. I remember that. It was up here, and I was like, okay, boom. That is a good green bar taking over around 8. Hit it. And what did it do? It pulled back in the last 30 seconds or 22 seconds. So I was like, oh God. This gave me promise. This is where I could have added, honestly. This started giving me better promise. I was like, okay, great. Now this gave me good confidence, and I added. So now I'm sitting here with 4 contracts around this area. I shouldn't have. This is where I bought 2 contracts. This I shouldn't have. I should have started my position here, and I could have started it with 4 contracts. Added 2 more here. And the rest is history, right? But I didn't. So I wait for this bar. I did do really good waiting for profits. Wait through that bar. Wait through this bar. Boom, we get new highs. Now I start unloading. I unloaded 3 in this one. Could have just done 2 and waited. And then I unloaded 1 in this one. Could have done 2 in this one, 1 in this one, and then 1 in this one. But, you know, you never know. I do have a rule to let my last one ride, and I have not been following that rule. I've just been grabbing at my profits instead of letting the last one ride. The last one on here, I mean, this stock ended up getting up to, I think in this right here, this is like 84 or 183 something. Pulls down to the to like the 181, and then rips and goes all the way to 187. These contracts down here, they got to like 350 again. Not saying I would have capitalized on the whole 350, but had I just let this keep going up, put my stop here, put my stop here, put my stop here, put my stop here, would have been violated, but I at least would have made more money over here than here, and here. Here I could have added. I need to focus on, if a play is winning, to stick to it, right? Could have added here because I think there was still so much more upside to go, right? Position size was good to start off with, 220. Added that one, then adding this one. This one was getting over my balance that I should have been in on a play. But I saw it. I saw all of it work out. AMD had some good news. And this, I think this was all the shorts trying to get out in the morning, push it down to get out as quickly as they can before they knew that this was coming, right? Kind of my thought process there. Next trade, so I go back in AMD, because look at this, look at it just rip here. This is where I was getting in. I got out like here somewhere. I didn't take any part of any of this next push, which was literally the second part of the push. But I patiently waited, right? I didn't want to short this at all. I just patiently waited, and then boom, green. This is a 5-minute chart too, right? So this is at 11:09. Shoot, I see my entry. Green gets over the red. We're 200 here. Let's see what we can do. Comes up. Doesn't give me it gives me 15%. Don't take it. Then pulls back, goes up. Gives me another 15%. Don't take it. Comes back down. My stop gets hit and I'm out. So this should have been another winning trade. I should have had 2 more winning trades on here. To be honest, I should have had 2 more winning trades on here. Bringing me up a lot more on the day, but is what it is. Is what it is. I want to stay consistent over not, and those days where those 20% all come easy are going to be really, really nice, and the days where I let some of them ride are going to be nice as well, and I know they're coming, so gotta be patient. Good entry on the 5, but there was still just no more steam. However, at the end of the day, and then boom, it shoots up. So I saw that coming at the end of the day, but I'm not going to sit here and trade all day. But I definitely saw it coming. What else do we have? That was it. So that was all my trades. Still focusing on not getting caught in one trade. Did it today. I kept moving. I mean, the AMD actually, yeah, I did not get completed today. I was kind of, I wasn't like too focused on the AMD trade, but I definitely catered to it more than any other trade and watched it more than any other trade. So that definitely was on me. I definitely think I could have done a little bit more, a little better had I just not, well, I guess that was my best win, but I definitely was still catering to it. So I'll give myself a little completed today, but gonna be a little bit more conscious of it Thursday and Friday, just to keep moving. You know, I added too much on the play, so that was me babysitting it, trying to make it work. I jumped in too early, and you know, just it turned into a losing trade for no reason in the beginning when I should have just been super patient. So that's the end of this one. I hope you guys all had a great trading day. I will see you guys tomorrow.